so you can play. Mini Wargaming Terrain Tutorials.
Mini Wargamer Dave here from MiniWargaming.com. Welcome to the Terrain Making Room. With me today we have Lee. Why is that door opening and closing making so much noise? Did you do that?
I may have.
Yeah?
I apologize.
It's too late now. Today's project, we're working on another Zombie Town building. We are going to make...
Police station.
It is an extremely rough sketch. That's okay, because it's going to be zombieified. Is that a word?
It can be. We can put it in the dictionary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Zombieified. We zombieify a building, which is what we did to the post office before. The zombie post office. These are the materials that you're going to be needing for this project. Isn't that crazy? You put it up and like change the lighting in the whole video. Did you see that? Yeah, see how the back is like making it dark?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Alright, the first and most important ingredient. What are we making? A cake? No. It's a material.
Foam board.
This is what you must get, because this is what the whole building is made out of. Why is it making everything dark? It's so weird. Dark. Light. You're going to need a ruler. Preferably a small one. We can't find our small ones right now, so that's why we're using a level. You think we're making a building or something. That was a bad joke. You will need an X-Acto blade. Can you like flick it out? Can you flick it out fast?
I can try.
Make sure the blade is sharp, because if it's not sharp, you're going to get chunked out edges, and you'll hate your life. Do you remember getting chunked out edges?
It was horrible.
It's pretty bad, eh?
PV or PB?
PB.
PV.
Why, what's PB?
Peanut butter.
You're going to need glue. White PVA glue. I almost stuck my hand in the X-Acto blade. Glue. You're going to need some glue. So we have a whole bunch of acrylic paints here. We're not really sure what the color of the building is going to be yet, but make sure they're acrylic water-based paints, and they're in tubes like this. What color is the building going to be?
I'd say dark brown.
Dark brown?
Dark brown.
You're going to need a bunch of popsicle sticks, because we're going to use these to board up windows and doors and zombieify. And paintbrushes. Got a big one here for painting up the building, and you got a smaller one for smaller details. You're going to need some straws.
Dave, I have a present for you.
What is it? We can start the project now. Where'd you find them?
I don't feel obligated to answer that.
Now you're starting to scare me. Let's dive right in.
So getting started with the drawing of all the windows and the doors, and just making sure we know where everything is going to go. Time to cut out the windows now. This part is pretty tricky, because you got to make sure that you slice twice. Slice through the first layer of foam board, then you slice through again to get that bottom layer of foam board. And we're making the side walls to the building. The first slice, then the second slice, and then we're good. Nice clean cut. The facade of the building has that header up top, and so we're making the side walls to accommodate that. Cutting out the back. Back is going to be a little bit shorter than the front. We're slicing out the sides of the side walls so as to fit all four walls together. It's nice and snug. Using the white PVA glue here to glue it all together. That's just to connect the seam lines so they're nice and tight. Glue it on the roof. And there we go. The construction is done. Now we're going to add some window sills. For this we just cut the full length of the 4 windows for the windowsill, just to make it a little bit easier. I'm slicing through each individual window on the bottom level, because the windows are that far apart that it would be more aesthetically pleasing to do it that way. And for the header, I'm just going to glue on this header piece, just to give the building a little bit more character. So what I've done here is cut out a piece to brace the inside of the building. It is a larger building, so picking this building up from time to time may cause the front to cave in, so that brace inside helps it. These are armor cast industrial machinery type of pieces that we're adding to the roof there. And now we're going to work on the popsicle sticks, or the boarded up windows. Very easy. We just break off, literally break off the ends. If we were to cut it with a pair of scissors, it's too clean looking, so we got to make sure we break each piece. Glue them over top of each other, gluing on this piece of foam boarding behind the door there, just so it's recessed a little bit. And boarding up the door as well. Base coating. The reason why we're adding this base coat layer is just to protect the foam board. We mustn't spray paint it, otherwise all of the exposed foam will melt, such as the part that Lee is painting on right now. Even painting over top of the popsicle sticks. Now we're adding on base color for the building itself. We've chosen to add a metallic color, give it a metal building look, and eventually adding a rust effect at the back of the building here. And we're even painting up all those decorative pieces on the top of the roof. Going back over all the pieces of wood to make them black. It's important that they're based black to give the proper effect for the wood color. Painting on the first layer of dark brown over top of the pieces of wood. It's important not to cover 100% of the wood there. You're going to want to cover about 90%, and then we got a bit of a lighter brown color that we're adding over top of this. And for this we're covering about 50 to 60% of the undercolor. So it's a heavy dry brush. Now for our plastic that we're going to be using for the windows. And as you notice, the building has been dusted with some rust color. That was used with spray paint. And since there was 2 coats on top of the building already, the foam board was protected, and so we didn't have to worry about melting it. Just adding the words here, police station. I'm going to paint them in black. So closing in on it here, we've decided to add the word zombie. Paint it up like it was painted on with blood. And we're adding some effects here with the lettering. The black by itself is a little bit too boring. Now you can see that from a distance, and it looks like it's a little bit more 3D. So what we're doing now is we're painting up pieces of foam board to glue on the inside of the building, in behind the windows. And we do this because it adds the illusion that it's dark inside the building and you can actually see the glass and the wood better. And there you have it. Zombie Town Police Station.
Visit miniwargaming.com to see our videos 1 month early.